Welcome back to Sports Card Indoctrination. I'm Bryce.
I'm Renee.
This is Daniel. Week 2 of the NFL season is in the books. We had some exciting games, some great performances, but sadly, the first thing we have to talk about is injuries. Daniel, Joe Burrow, one of the MVP candidates, one of the best quarterbacks, is hurt, and he's out for 3 months. So terrible. I'm sad that I'm happy he's not on my fantasy team. I feel bad for anybody whose fantasy team he is on.
I think in our family league, he's on cousin Jay's, and Jay already had some injuries.
That's hard.
Yeah, I really like Joe Burrow. I like watching him play. So this is a big bummer.
Yeah, Daniel definitely likes that card, apparently.
Yeah.
It's a really neat. It's a red, white, and blue American flag card. It's a Panini Mosaic card. Really cool. But yeah, very sad. And sad that they actually started out with 2 wins, which is kind of unusual for the Bengals, and now he's out.
I know.
They're going to have Ken Browning hold the fort down. And can really expect
for 11
much.
games.
I was saying, can we really expect much when Joe does come back?
Apparently, Joe having to have surgery is like 2% of people with turf toe have to have surgery. So
just crazy.
I hope he ends up doing well one of these years, but poor guys had not.
No. All right.
Had some bad injury luck.
I'm going to give you another card because Joe is not the only one that's hurt. JJ is hurt. JJ McCarthy has an ankle issue. He's out 2 to 4 weeks. So, boy, talk about somebody that can't stay healthy. He missed his whole rookie year.
That's true.
Now here he is going to miss probably a month of his first year as a starter. Daniel, we thought our JJ McCarthy cards were going to go up in value, and now they might plummet right back to earth again. So we'll see. Did you know, apparently Carson Wentz is his backup.
I know.
And I heard somebody...
I don't think anyone's excited to watch that.
So apparently they were saying this will be his 6th different team to start a game for.
Wow.
In the last 4 or 5 years. It's kind of crazy. All right. And Jayden Daniels, he's got a knee problem. It's a little more... I think he's probably going to miss this week's game. What I was reading today was day-to-day. So who knows day-to-day. But that's going to be pretty sad.
It is. I like that card.
We love these cards. These are the Panini Contenders Rookie Stallions card. And they are really, really neat. Daniel's just so excited here. So what about Justin Fields? One of the comeback quarterback stories. He's in concussion protocol. So still not really sure whether he's going to end up playing or not for the Jets. But I actually heard them saying, I guess Aaron Glenn was saying, we're going to have to put together 2 game plans. Because
who's his backup?
Tyrod Taylor.
Oh.
Yeah. So you'd think that they would have pretty similar styles. But
maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently not. On the good note, the Daniel, your other Daniel, is again, he won again, had a good game. Now we'll talk in fantasy. He was helped out a lot by Jonathan Taylor this week. So, but hey, Daniel, the other Daniel won again. And then talk about quarterbacks on kind of redemption tours. We have our wonderful Cowboys playing Russell Wilson and the Giants. And I mean, Russ, I actually tried to look to see if I could find a Russell Wilson card from when he was with Seattle, because he looked like he was in prime Seattle form as far as what he looked like as a quarterback.
Yeah, I thought I heard that he was 2 yards shy of his personal best in yards per game.
I believe it. And I mean,
because he threw like 450 yards against our defense.
It was crazy. And I mean, I will, there definitely were times where the Dallas defense was incredibly porous and looked really bad. The flip side was that one pass that he hit at the end of regulation to Malik Neighbors was one of the most beautiful passes I think I've ever seen. So it was.
But then how we kind of won the game, he threw up another moon ball to no one, and we intercepted it. So.
Well, it's funny how we were talking about it during the college games on Saturday about like people hitting all these wide open receivers, and it's like you can't do that in the NFL. The defenses are too good, the safeties are too fast, and I mean, now I think there was some miscommunication because I don't think anybody was close. But you can't just keep throwing passes up like that in the NFL. You're going to get picked.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll see. I don't think Russell's going to have that great a season, and I think we'll be seeing Dart in there before too long. But after a performance like that, who knows?
Who knows?
Last week, I think it was on Saturday or Sunday, we did a post about Whatnot and things that we won off of Whatnot. And we opened another package this week, and we got a Will Levis graded card off Whatnot. Daniel, you want to hang on to Will Levis? But we also, somebody sent us a pack of 2024 Donruss, the straight Donruss. And we thought that would be the pack that we would open this week on our pack of the week. We have quite a few Donruss cards that we got in our Facebook boxes, but I don't think we've actually opened a pack of this.
Okay.
So let's hear. Here we've got an old Warren Moon. I always think of him as a Houston Oiler.
Yes.
But he did play for Minnesota. Darius Slay. I do like this that you get a lot more cards.
That's true.
Najee Harris. Fred Warner. We're going to talk to you about Fred Warner later in the year when he's in a big game. Tank Dell. You sure you don't want to hold on to Will Levis? Let's see. Quentin Nelson. Oh, who are you going to get? Okay, I guess Christian Kirk. Sure, you can have Christian Kirk. Max Crosby. Okay, here looks like a special one. A Cedric Tillman. It's kind of a cool looking random card. Spencer Rattler. He's actually played halfway decent, I think.
Has he?
Well, I mean,
I'm not sure.
Aaron Rodgers. Jackson Smith and Jigma. I like that card. I like those uniforms. Grady Jarrett. And Justin Matabuke. On to this week's top fantasy performers. I love this card, and it is perfect for this week in fantasy. Daniel, look, we've got Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown. This is a treasured tandems out of Panini Phoenix. And Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown were definitely a treasured tandem this week. Oh, how many points did they put up? 52 points?
I don't know. I was going to look it up.
I think they put up 52 points. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So they were the... Here, do you want the card? They were the top quarterback and the top wide receiver in our league.
Okay, makes sense.
But not to be outdone, Daniel wants to jump ahead. Jonathan Taylor was the top running back. And this was what he was a couple of years ago. And then he started getting hurt. So, I mean, hopefully he can stay healthy and keep it up. I definitely think that's helping.
That's
Daniel
the name of the
Jones.
game. Who can stay healthy?
Who can stay healthy? And Tucker Kraft. We all picked the Packers to win Thursday night, and we were all correct. Tucker Kraft had an amazing game, caught a touchdown. We talked about him on our Saturday show. And finally, we have to shout out Brandon Aubrey. I looked it up in our league. Brandon Aubrey's my kicker.
You mean Butter Aubrey?
Butter Aubrey. As Brad Sham said on the radio broadcast, he had more points than so many normal players. I think he had more points, for instance, than Kyler Murray, your all's quarterback.
I'm sure.
It was insane. But I look, he was the 15th best player overall this past week in fantasy.
Yeah, he kicked 2 60-plus
field goals. A kicker was amazing. He helped your dad win in fantasy. So, Kyler was your top performer, right?
Yeah, our quarterback.
Your quarterback makes sense.
Also, Devontae. Oh, I'm a liar. Devontae Adams was our top pick. Or he got the most points for us, which I'm pumped about because that was kind of my
Yeah, you're
I want to see how it works
surprised.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to see how Devontae Adams does with Matthew Stafford.
I didn't pull out a Stafford card from we're talking about quarterbacks earlier, but I mean, it's so funny that Stafford is the one preseason we were all worried about. Can Stafford stay healthy?
Yeah.
And if he does, what'll happen? And now all these other quarterbacks going down with injuries, and at least at the moment, Stafford's surviving. So
I wonder how much pain he plays with.
I cannot imagine.
I can't either.
So Daniel, who are you playing in fantasy this week?
This week we're playing my Aunt Kathy, Daniel's great Aunt Kathy.
That's awesome. Did Daniel beat James last week, or?
Daniel did beat James barely. They both scored pretty low.
So Daniel, I believe you're now 2-0 in fantasy.
He is
2-0 in fantasy. All right.
He's clearly excited about it.
Very.
Yay!
So speaking of records, Daniel was undefeated last week. Daniel picked all 3 games correctly. He picked the Packers, and then he picked the Birds. He picked the Eagles and the Falcons.
Daniel,
Renee,
good job.
Yeah, good job, Daniel. Clap, 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 clap. You did great. Your mom and I, not so much. We all picked the Packers, and then we kind of fell apart because we picked the Vikings and we picked the Chiefs. So, all right, Thursday night game. We have got, it's a running back duel.
Oh.
Devon Achane and James Cook. I looked him up this morning. After 2 weeks, I believe that Cooks is the #1 running back in our family league.
Yeah, I had him and Allen last year. I got to the finals.
Or maybe he's #2. But anyway, he
did great last week.
He's either 1 or 2. He was great last week. And Achane is 5th. So it's 2 of the top 5 running backs fantasy-wise. All right, so I'm going to close my eyes, Daniel, so I don't know which is which. All right, here we go. All right, I got him up. Who are you going to pick? Which one do you want? He wants the Bills.
Smart
move. I don't think. Whoa.
Ooh, that one came all the way to me, bud.
I don't think Achane may have a great performance, and he definitely has an awesome card here. We have one of the Panini Luminance cards.
And he's an Aggie.
But sadly, I'm afraid that your Uncle Alan and your cousin Weston and your good friend Jeffrey and all of the Dolphins fans that we know and love, let's see, also your Uncle Michael. We've got a lot of Dolphins fans in this family, and sadly, I don't think the Dolphins are going to pull it off. We intentionally didn't have you wear your Dolphins thing because you were one to wear Lions, because the Lions have turned it around again. Whoa. All right, so are you ready to cheer for the Dolphins even though you're picking against them? Apparently. Well, we're going to be excited to watch the Dolphins and see what they can do, and hopefully they can right this season, but probably the Bills are going to be better, and the Bills have looked good, so I'm actually enjoying whenever I get to watch the Bills play.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you guys again soon.